People who are just always like complaining, sad, miserable. I'm not saying you can't feel those emotions. Great. Like an example of mine, my younger brother. I thought about him and I just joked around. I texted him, threw him a message, and I was telling him, yo, keep me updated about what's everything going on, because he said he was in the hospital. He didn't respond to the message. He didn't say shit. So I was just like, all right, cool. I literally just backed up, and I was just like, I'm not going to keep forcing this, because I'm losing myself trying to overly care for people. And it's not that big of a deal for them. So I'm just like, okay, chill, whatever. Yeah, and I just been trying to control myself with that. And I'm just like, okay, I need to stay calm. And then another situation of mine, I was always making people's problems my problem. So then it was a situation with my family. They have their own issues going on. They put me in between their shit, and then I get distracted from my things and myself. So all this energy pulling that I just need to put on me, and the world is always trying to distract you. Even with being on social media, trying to stay away from that TikTok stuff, all of those things. And instead of speaking what I'm gonna do, I just want to just take action and just be quiet, and stop talking. Like one of the things I used to do, what I recently did, I was texting my sister and just telling her all this stuff, whatever. And then later she's like, hey, what's up? I'll call you later so you explain to me better. Then she texted me at the middle of the night. Then I was sleeping. And then I just, whatever, we couldn't get to talk like that. And I'm just at a point where, like, I want to grow up. I want to be able to handle my problems. I'm not saying not ask for help, but when it comes to like emotions and all this stuff and my problems, I want to be able to handle my problems. I want to carry that responsibility of my choices that I do, and I understand the consequences of it. Like, I want to put my big girl panties on, and I want to take control of this shit. I don't want to be, even when it comes to my sister, I don't want to keep on pouring and pouring on my sister, because it's not her job to. So I just fall back. I don't want to be in that group chat anymore, so I fall back. And I just want to recollect my thoughts, because there's just so much stuff that I know I care deeply about, but it's not reciprocated, so I'm just gonna pull back. And I could put all this energy and love that I have to give to me. And that's all. Literally all. When I do feel like I have a problem, I want to sit with myself and be like, hey, how do I solve these problems? Because I have the answer. So yeah, that was just a sign for me to be like, Brittany, you need to grow up. I do give myself the time to complain and all that stuff. But I need to grow up. I'm going to a gym on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. I went yesterday. Yesterday was Thursday. I'm gonna continue doing that. But I'm gonna go on a deep reflection with myself. I should post it also. So I take medication, and I'm a person that I repress a lot of stuff. You know how some people, when they're hurt, they ask for help, they da da da. When I'm hurt, I stay silent. And I just want to be left alone, and I don't give myself that time to feel those emotions. I just swallow it. So I take medication, and the medication makes me feel more. You know how like people drink, they're like, they get emotional, they start crying because they're finally letting all that shit out. But I'm gonna take that medication. I'm just gonna see where my mind goes. I'm gonna write. I'm gonna journal. I'm just gonna sit in this closet for this whole weekend. Today's Friday. I'm gonna do this for 3 days. Just sit. Just see where my mind goes. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.